they often used to say in the world of show business that when you become bigger than the brand, when the title, then of course it's time to move on and leave the show. It was said that of course, the brilliant Dame Joan Collins when she was starring as Alexis Carrington Colby Dexter in the mega smash soap opera Dynasty. And the same, of course, could have been said for Larry Hagman appearing in Dallas. You see, they just became bigger than the show. Everybody knew them as an ident. And this now is a bigger problem facing the ex-royal known as Prince Harry, alongside, of course, his former actress wife, Meghan Markle, and their latest venture. As ever, let me explain. Good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, lovely to have your company. Let's have a wave today. You all right? Yes, keeping well? By the way, we've had some sort of strange things regarding the text on the screen. As I say, it's a test. I'm testing it out. I think a lot of people benefit from it, particularly those that may be hard of hearing. And it may also benefit, of course, for those that can't hear. For instance, if we're in inclement weather, as they say, that's a big word for this time of day, isn't it? Inclement weather. We could have a word of the day. We'd be like Dictionary Corner on Countdown, wouldn't we? Don't get me going. Back as ever, though, to your royal story of the day. It is a problem now, honestly, for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. As we now know, they're both going to be in Germany at some point for the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. And this is the problem, really. What started out as a venture, really, for Prince Harry. And, you know, let's face it, it was something that he's incredibly passionate about, as one can imagine. Now seems to be more of a money-spinning operation. Now, a lot of people are basically saying, you know, that really Harry and Meghan should step down as figureheads of this particular company. And in many respects, you can understand the reasons why. If you look at it from the other side of the point, as we've now seen the alleged, shall we say, costs of Meghan being dressed for the previous outing to the Netherlands a couple of years back now for the Invictus Games. And more importantly, you know, is it about their promotion with their own documentary for Netflix, or indeed is it about the heart of Invictus, which it should be about? Now, as we've seen recently, there's been quite a few people, shall we say, moving away, distancing themselves from Prince Harry, including his very own travelist. They decided that perhaps the focus shouldn't necessarily be on him, more about the project in hand. And that's the problem, as I said at the beginning of this video, once you become bigger than the brand. But now moving forward, you know, and this is going to be problematic, as they make their foray back into the Invictus Games with their cameras for Netflix to try and hopefully club together a documentary. It's in two minds, isn't it? You see, they could bring a lot of power to the screen. They could bring a lot of eyeballs to people wanting to take it on board. And more importantly, maybe new investors, etc. On the other side, though, many people are suggesting that given the problems and, of course, the unresolved issues, like, for instance, the battle with his own family, her family, the NYC car crash, and so many other things, is this really the right association now for the Invictus Games? And more importantly, will Harry and Meghan decide to take a step back, or as ever, not to listen to the white noise, as they call it, and plough on ahead, making sure it could be detrimental in the future? Either way, once again, things are looking rather rocky for the ex-royals. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.